Issue a warrant in connection with the murder of a Bartlesville, Oklahoma teenager. KOAM News at 10 is next. Now at 10, a single vehicle crash in Jasper County takes the life of a Wyandotte man. Plus, door cam footage reveals an escaped inmate's interaction with a homeowner. And volunteers deck the Empire Market in Joplin out in its finest holiday apparel.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Authorities issue a warrant in connection with the murder of a Bartlesville, Oklahoma teenager. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Elise Snowy. Police today issued a warrant for 20-year-old Bartlesville man Bryson Towers. The arrest warrant was issued in the homicide of 16-year-old Marcus Stephen Scott, a Bartlesville resident who was shot multiple times and left along the roadside near U.S. Highway 60 and State Highway 123 on November 13th. Towers is currently in the Montgomery County, Kansas jail after his arrest on charges unrelated to this case. A Wyandotte man is dead after a crash in Jasper County, Missouri. The crash happened around midnight last night on Peace Church Road. A southbound SUV left the road to the right and overturned through a fence and then caught fire. The driver, John Lynch of Wyandotte, Oklahoma, died at the scene. A driver who led Joplin police on a chase today now faces a number of charges. It began this morning when an officer tried to perform a traffic stop on a pickup truck near Jung Stadium. The pickup driver fled. The chase ended near North Jackson and East Street, where the driver got out and ran. Police used a canine to track down the driver in a shed. The suspect, Matthew Kimmel of Webb City, was arrested on traffic-related charges in addition to burglary in the second degree, tampering with a motor vehicle first degree, and resisting arrest. He also had a felony resisting arrest warrant out for Jasper County with a $50,000 bond. A jury in Cherokee County, Kansas, finds a Baxter Springs man guilty of child sex crimes. Authorities say 40-year-old Jeremy Strout sexually assaulted a minor between 2019 and 2021. The jury found him guilty of 3 counts of rape and 1 count of aggravated indecent liberties with a child. A sentencing hearing has been scheduled for January 24th. An inmate of the Bourbon County Jail walked away from a work release program while on detail duty on Wednesday. We have exclusive footage of the inmate, Melvin Foley, when he escaped. A man from Bourbon County Jail, Melvin Foley, escaped from custody Wednesday morning during a work release program outing. The inmate, Melvin Foley, was in this block of 2100 and South Horton Street in Fort Scott, Kansas, with other inmates and correctional center staff supervisors before he walked away and escaped. Upon notification of Foley's escape, a search for the inmate ensued. During his escape, Foley headed north to a residential area and came to the door of Billy Head. Head, who has a personal police scanner, said she was aware that an inmate had escaped, but never expected the inmate to show up at her doorstep.
And then the knock at the door came, and I was like, I'm not expecting anybody. What is going on? Who could be here? And so I cautiously approached my door.
After opening the door, Head came face to face with Foley, who was asking her if she had seen his dog.
Hey, did you guys happen to see a little brown poodle?
Though Head was not fully convinced of Foley's story.
His just jittering demeanor of not being able to give me a specific place of where he lived, where the dog could have gotten away from him at, like, alerted me red flag wise that something is funny about this story.
Head says she tried to hurry him along. After the brief exchange, the inmate headed north and had contacted her husband Tim about the suspicious encounter. Tim then contacted the authorities. At around 10:45 a.m., Foley was caught and taken into custody. After her experience, Head says she wants to see stricter protocols for inmates who spend time out in the community. Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy joins us with the first look at weather.
All right, it turned out to be a decent Friday for us today. Of course, we did have during the morning hours some clouds and then of course a little bit of drizzle, and then we broke out, saw sunshine. Nice day, 61, just a smidge above our average high. Started at 51 Average low is 37. Record on this date is 79 degrees. Now, I want you to look at one thing. We've had no rain this month. I mean, we've had some very light showers, but no measurable rain. We need rain. We have chances for showers and thunderstorms as we go into the weekend, which is great. A great Saturday, windy with thunderstorms on Sunday, rain on Monday, another system we need to watch right after Thanksgiving. So there's a lot going on over the next 7 or 8 days, and I'm going to break that all down for you here in just a bit.
We'll check in with you soon. Well, crews have begun installing the city's first ever community tree at Immigrant Park in Pittsburgh. The tree, a 16-foot tall, pre-lit, fully decorated artificial sequoia, will be used every year to kick off the holidays in Pittsburgh. For one city official, the tree serves not just as a symbol of the season, but also city growth.
Idea really was Downtown Advisory Board, community members, city employees, what are we missing? So we'd like to keep it community trees so that it is symbolic of everybody. They can come by and enjoy it and see it as they come in and out of town or as they're living here.
The tree will be installed at Pritchett Pavilion. The Joplin Empire Market is looking festive as we head into the holidays. Volunteers today came out to help decorate the market. It included trimming trees, hanging garland, and putting up ornaments. It's all in anticipation of the 6th annual holiday market.
You've got the holiday music playing, and all the decorations are out, and you just have that quiet, calm moment of just walking around the market before it opens on Saturday, and just feeling a sense of the comfort that the holidays can bring.
The holiday market begins tomorrow. It features baked goods and extra artisan vendors with a holiday theme. There will be a holiday market every Saturday, culminating in the Christmas Eve market on December 23rd. Well, today marks the release of the Hunger Games prequel, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. The movie follows Cornelius Snow in his early years before becoming the notorious dictator fans have already seen on screen. With the release of the movie, we found out how local fans feel they would fit into the Hunger Games world.
What district would you be in and why?
Probably 1, since they make luxury goods, and so I probably wouldn't be very poor.
Okay. So do you like bougie stuff then?
No, I just don't want to be poor.
You just don't want to be poor. Okay.
You can find where to see the movie on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. First responders fired up the grills today for a good cause. The Burgers and Badges event took place at Fire Station 1 in Pittsburgh. Folks could grab a burger or cheeseburger, chips, cookies, and water for $7, and the money helps area children.
A while ago, we partnered up with the fire department and we decided that this event for the Children's Advocacy Center is something we can do together. Usually we do competitions together for different fundraisers and stuff, but this time we pair up and we just work together and for one common goal, which is raise as much money as we can for the Child Advocacy Center.
All proceeds went to benefit the Children's Advocacy Center. Well, coming up, Colgan and Webb City football teams look to hoist some gridiron hardware as they move the chains closer to possible state championships. And John Dales has more in sports. But first, an accident on a playground leaves a boy injured. Now the boy's mother and the city of Pittsburgh look for a common solution.
2024 Hondas are here. That means forever at Roper Honda.
Runners from across the country make their way to Joplin ahead of a national track meet this weekend. Some of those athletes stopped by Royal Heights Elementary in Joplin to meet with some of the kids. The runners played in recess and colored with them, read books, and just overall spent time with them. For the NCAA, the event was a great way to give back and to serve as role models for the kids. It was a great way to just have fun.
That the students understand that there's an importance to being a well-rounded individual. So yes, we want them to do well academically, and we want them to be good humans and all of those things, but it's also important that they're involved in any kind of activity, extracurricular, that's going to, encourage them to be better humans and be a well-rounded student.
A Pittsburgh resident is trying to work with the city after an accident that left her son with a broken arm and a concussion. On Tuesday last week, Ariana Miller's 9-year-old son, Kindon, was swinging at Schlinger Park when the chain snapped at the joint, sending him flying back. KOAM's Fernanda Silva spoke to the mom and to the Parks and Recreation director to understand what's being done.
He fell down from way up high, because it was way up there, landed down this way, and had hit his stomach and then his head and his stomach.
Ariana Miller is describing the accident that led her son to a broken arm and a concussion.
And I looked at him, he wasn't talking. He didn't say anything, he just looked at me. And I look over and I see that the swing on the right side had broken off and had not only swung off, had completely snapped.
After a couple of doctor visits, Kindon is now recovering. Because of the injury, he will miss his first month wrestling in his first year of competition. Following the accident, Ariana Miller says her first attempts to contact the city did not succeed, and she was shocked she didn't hear back from them in the following day. According to Toby Book, Parks and Recreation Director, the reason for the delay was the cyber hack that impacted the city's system. But he says they will, quote, do everything they need to do to support the family.
We're insured for this kind of stuff. We want the youngster to have a quick, full, healthy recovery. We will take care of whatever medical needs that they need. So we're there to support them.
Miller says she's not suing the city, but hopes they will take better care of their equipment.
So I just want the parents to be paying attention, and I want the city to go fix their parks. Suing to me is requesting more than just the basic coverage. I feel from the city, they should cover the basics, whether they use their insurance, they use petty cash. I don't know. And plus, you don't want to sue your own city that you're paying taxes to, because that's your money.
In Pittsburgh, Fernanda Silva, KOAM News.
Book says the city replaced the swings and that inspections in the park are done twice a year. Park staff are also asked to check for broken things in their daily routine. A little later, a pair of Oklahoma residents look to revive a Christmas tradition from the 1940s.
Come see the beauty of Shaw Floor.
Large single topping pizza, get the second 50% off. Only at Casey's.
Well, Friday afternoon turned out to be a pretty nice day, but we started with clouds and drizzle during the morning hours, but it looks great right now. Nice shot of downtown Joplin. Friday night, Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex. We're looking off toward the north and to the east. Clear skies are going to stick around as we go through the rest of the overnight hours for us tonight. Now, temperatures, they haven't been bad, closer to normal over the past couple days. So we had lower 60s yesterday, again today, mainly lower 60s across the region, which, hey, we'll definitely take. And we're going to see a nice start to the weekend as well. Then we get some changes. All right, clear skies out there for us now. The system we had last night gave us all the clouds, a little bit of drizzle, is racing off toward the south and to the east. This whole bunch of nothing here, that's our weather on Saturday. So it looks pretty good. And then this spin off the coast of California, that's our next storm system that will start to move in on Sunday. So this is going to zoom across the Rockies and drop in to the Central Plains by the second half of the weekend. All right, let's look at Saturday first. Looks pretty good. Chilly start, 36, 59 by noon, 62 by 4. High temp 63. Look at the sunshine. Then we start to see the changes. Now, the winds are going to be fine tonight and tomorrow, but they start increasing as we go into Sunday. We're going to have areas that have winds gusting 30 upwards to 40 miles per hour. Rain stays away, and then you can see our chances Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, really going up by Sunday evening. So let's go ahead and break that down. Let's move to Sunday morning. Cloudy skies, lower 40s. A couple random showers, western counties. Scattered showers through the morning. Not that big of a deal. But as we get into the afternoon, scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. Not a wall of rain, hit and miss. As we continue Sunday evening, it picks up in coverage, also a little bit in intensity. I don't expect anything too strong or severe, which is good. Scattered showers and a few thunderstorms last into Monday morning, and then we'll start to taper off and just go back to lighter showers. Rainfall with this next system, of course, we need it. I think most of us a quarter upwards to 3/4 of an inch. We're going to fall somewhere in that range with this next system. The showers stick around Monday afternoon and then drizzle all the way until Tuesday morning. Then we get a couple nice days. Wednesday looks good. Let's go into Thanksgiving. Not bad. Near 60, but here we go again. Rain back in. This is Black Friday. Look at the snow trying to filter south. We'll have to see how far south that rain snow line approaches the 4-state area later next week. So a lot to watch over the next week. All right, 63 for us tomorrow, 59 Sunday, 54 on Monday, only 50 on Tuesday, Wednesday, and also Thanksgiving. A little chilly, but not bad. Elise?
Well, still ahead, a Seneca football heads on the road for a state quarterfinal playoff game. Plus, Colgan and Webb City are each at home. John Dales has highlights from those games and more up next.
Order ahead at longjohnsupers.com. Fish yeah.
It's a busy night of high school football playoff games across the 4 states. It's semifinal weekend in Kansas. We're in the state quarterfinals over in Missouri, and meanwhile, it's the second round of the playoffs in Oklahoma. In Pittsburgh tonight, Colgan hosts Jefferson County North in a Class 1A semifinal. Winner goes on to the state title game. First quarter, Tucker Harrell drops the football, but has the poise to pick it up and score. Panthers strike first at 6-0 after a missed PAT. Second quarter now, and Cooper Simmons rumbles in, makes a couple of men miss. That's a 15-yard touchdown. It's 13-zip Colgan. Chargers wouldn't go away there. Grady Knoll runs over a defender, picks up a first down. Later in the drive, Ethan Knoll scores from a couple of yards out after a good 2-point conversion. It's 13-8. Third quarter now, same score. Colgan still in front. Chargers punting it away, but that high punt makes the ball bounce off a Colgan player. Jefferson County North recovers and would take the lead. Now, already on top, late in the fourth, the Chargers add another score. Calvin Manville makes it 20-13. Just a couple minutes left. One more chance for the Panthers, but Harrell's pass intercepted by Connor Kearns. Colgan's undefeated season ends in the state semifinals. Jefferson County North wins 20-13. In Missouri, Grain Valley on the road facing Webb City for the Class 5 state quarterfinals. Starting off in the first quarter, Gabe Johnson fakes the handoff, he keeps it, and there he goes. 90 yards on his way to the end zone on just the third play from scrimmage. Webb City takes an early 7-0 lead. First Grain Valley possession, the Eagles toss it over to their big running back, Ty Williams, and he's going to get all the way to the goal line. Ties this one up at 7. Big response from the Eagles. Later in the quarter, Webb City trailing 14-7. Cards handed off to Omari Jackson. He finds the opening, and he's gone all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. 60 yards to the house. We're tied at 14. Closing seconds of the second quarter now, same score, 4th and long. Gabe Johnson throws it up, and Joseph DeGraffenried is there for the catch. Touchdown, Webb City. Cardinals lead 21-14 at half, and the Cardinals go on to cruise in the second half. Webb City beats Grain Valley 49-35 to advance to the state semifinals. Now to Class 3 in Missouri. Seneca and Ava have been massive Southwest Missouri stories all year, each undefeated. Only one can advance to the state semis. Early first quarter, Seneca on its opening drive, Jackson Mars with a spin move and a score. Indians score a touchdown, they take the lead. Ava doesn't let that last too long though. On its first drive, the Bears fake the handoff, and Aiden Lane jukes a couple of defenders. He goes to the end zone from 20 yards out. The Bears take the lead, but not for too long though. In the second quarter, Seneca going for it on 4th and 1. Not only do the Indians get the first down, they get the touchdown. Jackson Mars with his second of the night. And from there on out, the Indians took the momentum and flat out ran away with it. Final score 56-8, and Seneca is on to the state semifinals. Then over in Oklahoma, our lone team remaining in the Sooner State entering the night was Wyandotte, but the Bears come up short on the road. Wyandotte loses this game 49-7 against Hominy, who was undefeated, stays undefeated with the loss. The Bears season comes to an end. Wyandotte finishes the season with a 10-3 record. So 2-2, not terrible for our teams getting this deep into the playoffs tonight.
That'll be exciting to see. Thanks, John. That's a look at sports. We'll be right back with more news.
Medals, including the Purple Heart and Good Conduct Medal. We are proud to salute Benjamin Smith, a 4-state hero.
Two Miami, Oklahoma residents teamed up to bring back a Christmas tradition that spans back to the 1940s. These 36-inch diameter spheres were custom built with fiberglass and inspired by a tradition that dates back to 1947. However, the last street ornament was destroyed in a flood. The revival of the tradition is thanks to Cody Allen and Bill Osborne. They teamed up to bring back an iconic part of their childhood growing up in Miami.
Lots of response from people, positive things about how grateful they are to see them back. It brings back memories. It brings back your memory of going to a really cold Christmas parade with hot chocolate when you were 9 years old.
The Christmas street ornament will hang north of the Coleman Theater along with the rest of the city's Christmas lights. Here's Doug with a final look at weather.
All right, it's going to be a chilly night for us tonight, but a great finish on Saturday. Plenty of sunshine, high temp of 63. Scattered showers, scattered thunderstorms increase throughout the daytime hours on Sunday. It looks like the most persistent and heaviest rain, which is not going to be overly heavy, is going to be Sunday night into Monday morning.
Not a totally bad look at the week ahead, though that rain after on Black Friday could, not fare too well for those traveling. Final sports note.
More high school football tomorrow. McDonald County and Lamar both at home trying to go to the state semifinal. Nevada on the road, and then college football as well. Pitt State hosting a first-round playoff game.
It'll be exciting to see. Thanks, John. Well, that's our time for now. Thanks for making us part of your night.
KOAM News is sponsored by Aaron